Key considerations when you're planning infrastructure around an airport. And you have to consider the airport operations, your takeoff performance, flight planning, fueling logistics, because again, as I showed you on the San Francisco site, there's going to be a lot of different infrastructure that you're going to have to add into this. You have to consider the regulations for fuel deliveries, bulk deliveries, storage, leak detections, hazard analysis. You have to do validation trials and then safety cases for all of these sites, the fueling, aircraft turnaround, hydrant systems, bulk storage, hazard analysis, and it goes on and on and on. Just these are just key considerations to think about if you're planning to install hydrogen at an airport. Other considerations when refueling with liquid hydrogen. So as you're refueling an aircraft, you have to make sure that you have your leak detection, be aware of liquid air. So ensure that you have your piping insulated or vacuum jacketed so where you don't get any liquid air dripping. You have to take into account purging of the refueling piping before you connect into the aircraft to refuel it. You have to consider the thermal expansion and that's what we talked about, leaving a 10% ullage in the tank. You have to consider gas return, which we just talked about, the grounding, whether you want to use subcooled liquid hydrogen, densified liquid hydrogen, or maybe cryocompressed even.